Climate change for decades now have created challenges in sub-Saharan Africa, from East Africa's flood cases to droughts in the Sahel. Countries in this region have struggled to cope with its complications. As COVID-19 persists, African countries continue to face challenges from health to economic. The IMF on Thursday warned that the virus could weaken the region's ability to adapt to climate change as measures to contain the pandemic stretch limited resources. There's been a recent study on the impact of rising temperature and extreme weather events on growth, suggests sub-Saharan Africa, the region most vulnerable to climate change, will hit 60% harder than the average of other emerging markets and developing economies. The fund called on policymakers not to sideline responses to climate change in dealing with coronavirus. The report from IMF stated that containing and managing the COVID-19 pandemic is taking a toll on already limited fiscal space and raising debt vulnerabilities in sub-Saharan Africa. The fund also said that international support will be paramount, but also stated that preemptive adaptation measures remain less costly than post-disaster relief. According to the report, adapting to climate change would cost sub-Saharan Africa between $30 to $50 billion per year for the next decade. We know that this analysis is equivalent to the region's GDP of around 2 to 3%. According to AFP, sub-Saharan Africa has so far lagged behind the global curve for coronavirus infections and death, although the number of cases continues to rise steadily across the region. According to the AFP tally, the continent has recorded more than 163,000 infections and at least 4,600 fatalities to date. But experts believe these figures could be underestimated due to shortage in test kits. But the real question still is, how ready is Africa?